Last 1 to 2 years, my life has legit done a full 360. From working in a restaurant, making dead ass less than minimum wage, to being in a position where right now I'm in Ecuador, traveling, sky pool, everything right here. And I'm in this situation because I believe of three things. And this is a full story. This is literally my whole life. I'm going to break it down and be in a position so you kind of get a better understanding of who I am and why I'm even in the situation I'm in right now. So probably around, I don't know, I would say a year and a half ago, I was working in a restaurant because I couldn't get a job anywhere else. It's a family restaurant. And when I was working in that restaurant, I was working fucking slave hours, bro. I'm talking about like 12-hour, 14-hour, sometimes 16-hour days, just because of it being a family restaurant. It wasn't really like a cap, and then also like I was a workaholic, bro. Like I hated what I was doing in school. I was in cybersecurity, community college, didn't like it. Only did it just because wanting to get my mom off my ass. And transparently, I was obviously a hard worker, but I was in the wrong boat. Beforehand, I was doing more like construction work here and there, where I'm in a situation where you're getting paid cash. It's not a real job. You're not in a situation where you have any sort of growth. And I slaved that out for a minute. I'm talking about months, bro. Like months on months on months. And I wasn't going anywhere. Like transparently wasn't going fucking anywhere. I wasn't progressing. I wasn't saving money. Every time I had some sort of little bit of money, even if it was like $1,000, gone, bro. Because some sort of expense will come up and all the money's gone. And the reason why I mention that is because when you're not in the right boat, you're one bad month away, one injury away from your whole fucking industry. Your whole life is changing for the worse. And the reason why I say for the worse is because I didn't have any skills, bro. I was just working in the restaurant. Like the only thing I had was work ethic. So I ended up coming across content creation because of this streamer, TikToker named Dami. His name was like Dami BTS or Dami Live. I can't remember exactly what his name was. But I saw that he was making content and I liked that. Like, I thought it was pretty tight. So then I started making my own videos with my phone about like what I was doing, going to school, working. I had some videos do numbers, like they're doing like a couple 100,000 views here and there, and I realized like, bro, I need to get a camera so I can record myself with my phone to get more different shots because I was using my phone and it was kind of a bitch. Ended up doing that, realized that I could do this for other people. Like I don't have to do this just for myself. So I started to just make like music videos for people because that's where I came across one of my mentors that I consider him a mentor. He's just one of my homies. I never paid him anything, but he taught me a lot. His name is Destructive Fails on IG. Go give him, show him love, bro. That guy helped me out with a lot. He put me on a lot. And then from there, got the camera that I was using to record my own content to help people, make music videos, connect with people. Started making some music videos. Then I realized like I don't really want to do that, so I got into videography. Videography is honestly where my life completely fucking changed, like complete 360 or 180, right? The reason why I say that is because I had a high income skill that I was developing. I didn't even know. I went and I had my cousin that was a realtor. Shout out Eliseo, cousin ASIC. Started creating content for him. And then I was in a place where I realized that there was opportunity there. Like this guy was really good at what he did, but he didn't have the right content, so he wasn't getting leads through social media. So then started doing videos for free for him, started to stack that portfolio, kept doing the same thing. And then from there, I put myself in a situation where I had access to his network, I had a high income skill, I had free work portfolio to show, and I just continued to fucking stack it. Ended up continuing to do the same thing, build my own agency, and after I built my own agency, I just started working all over the world, bro. Like I went to Colombia. You go through all my content, bro. I went to Colombia, I went to Mexico, I went to Panama, I went to fucking Costa Rica. Right now I'm in Ecuador, like I said. But it wasn't always like this, bro. It wasn't always like this. And the reason why I feel like I'm so blessed is because I've always had that work ethic, but I was in the wrong boat, right? So when you're in the wrong boat, you also have a different level of appreciation for the shit that you're doing. So from that moment, grinding, hustling, I ended up dead ass losing everything. Like everything. I just made wrong decisions, over leveraged myself, and from busting my ass to getting and traveling over the world, quitting my job. Literally, like it seems like a fucking dream, right? You go from working in a restaurant, slaving, hating it, going full-time videography, saying fuck it. I literally had like no money. I had maybe a couple $100 in my account. When I said fuck, I probably had like $100 in my account, exactly like $100.82. And I was like fuck it. Quit the job, didn't have shit, had credit. If I didn't have credit, bro, I'd probably still be at that restaurant. I used business credit to put myself in debt, essentially, buy the video equipment that I needed to scale, or what I thought to scale. But in reality, it doesn't matter. And then have that high income skill to make that money back. So that's why I'm a big believer, a big preacher in credit, because if you have credit as a dude, credit, your word, and some balls, you can make so much fucking money if you use it correctly, right? So probably like 3 months after I quit, I felt like I was on top of the world, bro. I went to Chicago to film with Eddie, which is one of the biggest creators in the online money space. We're not like a big creator. He's not one of the biggest, but Eddie. And then after Eddie, I was in a position where I got access to his network. I got access to my boy Renzo, Ibrahim, all of them, right? I didn't tell him that I was basically in debt. I went to Eddie and said, bro, like, I'll film for free for you. Like, I just want a case study. I flew myself out there, paid it all on my own dime, missed my brother-in-law's bachelor party, everything.
Yo, bro, I gotta say, I know me and Brady are doing something right, and this is how I'm getting pitched. Because this is honestly one of the best pitches I've ever fucking seen, bro. This is fucking fire, my guy. This is a fucking really good offer. Like, this is a no-brainer, bro.
And then I said, turn around, travel all those places, but before those places, like, I deadass had, like, essentially lost everything, bro. I had $100, quit, boom, made money, hit my first 10K month. Next month, I was at, like, 10K, but I spent everything like a fucking idiot. And I wasn't doing any reserves, bro, because I put myself in debt initially, so I was already in the hole. Was in the hole, probably had a couple hundred in my account, was still in debt, but it was 0% interest debt, so it didn't hurt my credit report because it's business credit. And I just said, fuck it, like, I have to make this shit happen. I have no other fucking alternative. And I believe when you put yourself in that situation where you deadass have to make something happen, you become a whole different fucking person. I think most men don't understand what it feels like to have to pull something off. Like, you roll the dice and you have to get a 6. Not like, oh, what if I get a 6? But I need to get a 6, right? No, how do I get a 6? I need to get a 6. And that's where I was at. So I've always had that mindset where, like, spending more money than I had because I want to move faster. And I think a lot of people are scared of that, but I think that's the reason why I'm in the position where I'm in right now so fucking fast, because I've just been working, busting my ass, working as hard as I can, but now being in the right boat and putting everything against the wall, literally backing against the wall, balls against the walls, like everything. But yeah, back to just like a really double back. Like I said, that was all. So it was the end of 2023 where I was saying fuck this job. 2024 was my first full year, I guess, in business, and this is me and my another year in business. But like I said, from quitting the job, saying fuck it, not having any sort of idea what I was doing while I was working at a restaurant, to turning around making 10K a month, which was literally 10xing my income, because I wouldn't even make $1,000 a month when I was working in the restaurant because I was still in school, and then losing it and then getting it all back. And then from getting it all back, I realized that I need to start buying assets, bro. Like, I need to buy assets because I can't be doing this shit anymore. So I came across Section 8 investing from this guy named Section 8 Kareem. I ended up buying his course. And then from there, I told my guy Alex, like, this is what I'm gonna do. And he was like, bro, let me run it with you. Partnership. Honestly, without Alex, I probably wouldn't be in the position I'm in right now. And I'm grateful as fuck for him. Like, just his help, presence, lessons, everything. But now I'm in that situation where I was able to scale a lot faster because of him. So buying that course, saying fuck it. And honestly, I only had like 10K in my account. I had business credit, obviously still with 0% interest. But I realized, like, fuck it. If something's gonna light a fire in my ass after I started this business, ran it up, and I was like, I really don't want to do this business model anymore. I was even thinking about quitting and literally just becoming a closer and just closing deals. It's gonna be, lighting a fire under my ass again, the same way that I was when I was in that hole. Got myself out of the hole, like I said, and then put myself in another one. You're probably thinking, like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? But it worked out because I knew the platform, I knew the plan that I was trying to do, which was literally just being in a situation where, you have the proper leverage, you can move a lot faster as opposed to trying to save it and move it. So, fast forward fucking 6 months from that day, having multiple rentals and traveling over the world. So, from the moment, like I said, from the chef, I didn't know what I was doing. I was in the right boat, and I didn't know anything. What I've learned the most is that it's not necessarily just about how hard you row, but the boat that you're in. You need to be in the right boat. Alongside that, being in a place where you have the value to provide this correctly so people can propel you forward, because people are going to move you a lot faster than any sort of money can. And the third thing is being able to leverage credit and other people's money so you can move faster, because if you only are you limited to the amount of money that you have cash in your bank account, you're not gonna move as fast as you really can. And when you have access to credit, you're not reliant on like a hard money lender, as if you were going and investing with someone that is just straight up giving you cash with a wire or whatever. It's gonna charge you highest interest rate because it's an emotional person. If you go through the bank, Chase, American Express, and get funding directly from them, you're not a codependent on anybody's emotions, and they're not gonna flip like this on the sun. Yes, they still want their money back, and they have it's only an intro period of no interest, but you're not dealing with someone that's emotional, it's logical, and there's always ways to work around it. But that's kind of the story of where I've been at, bro. Like I said, I've had low lows, high highs. Like I said, I've had probably my biggest month this month. Or probably will be my biggest month this month, simply because of those three things and just amplifying them. I know what it feels like to lose everything. I know what it feels like to spend more money you have. I know what it feels like to have negatives in my account. I know all of that feeling. And honestly, I think that gives me a competitive edge because I really don't give a fuck how much money I have at all. Not in like a negative sense where I'll say, let me gamble all this shit, but if it says, hey, look, I have to spend 90% of the money in my bank account to make a deal happen, whether it's buying a rental, whatever the fuck, I'm willing to do it. And I think that's what gives me a competitive edge. Like, I'm not afraid to lose everything more because I've done it before. Like, it's happened to me before. And I'm glad that I lost it now as opposed to later where there's more liability. It's better to lose fucking 5 racks when you're in the beginning and lose that lesson for 5 racks than fucking 5 million down the line. But yeah, like I've went from the restaurant to starting my own business, making 10K a month pretty quick with no experience, no idea in this online money space, to losing it, to now building it back up where I'm still a full-time college student. After I dropped out because I was full-time on the business around that 2024, early 2024, to now having multiple rentals, being in a situation where I could deadass just focus on acquiring more rentals, helping more people do the same through Section 8, and traveling the world, bro. I realized that life is too short to not spend the money that you have in a proper manner to get experiences. You don't need to go buy bullshit, but buy experiences the way that I am right now. But that's been my story. Like I said, I went from that working in the kitchen, I think it's cool to talk about the story, but you don't really. It's like a Rocky cutscene, but you don't know how long it's gonna last. I think Alex Hormozi said exactly that statement, and that was literally my life, bro. Like working, I would come home, work in the restaurant, work on the video business, put content out for video to flop, and just doing that over and over and over and over to the point where, like, I wanted to quit so many times, but I did. So, if you're someone that is in the trenches of your fucking business right now, I want you to realize that you're gonna wish once you get out that you're still in that moment, because those were the moments I felt the most alive, bro. When I was like, bro, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna pay this credit card this month, or I'm going out with all the homies and I have nothing, like legit nothing, and I don't want to tell them that. Those are moments that you're gonna look back and say, damn, like I really had this fucking perspective, and I felt so alive. That's why sometimes I even feel like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna throw all this money on this deal. I'm gonna make this shit happen. I'm gonna raise business credit, do some ballsy shit, because it makes you feel alive. It makes you really work to make shit happen because you have a fire under your ass. The moment you lose that fire under your ass as a dude, and people can see that the hunger's gone in your eyes, or you can even feel that the hunger is gone in your eyes, you're cooked, bro. Trust me, you're cooked. So it's been a wild ride. Like I said, from meeting Alex online to buying rentals with him to traveling all over the fucking world, working in the restaurant, and I haven't even been in business for 2 full years. I'm definitely grateful for it all, and I believe this is really just the beginning, and I think that things are really going to take off from now. In a year from now, I want to be in a situation where I have fucking like 10 rentals, travel to multiple more countries. Like, no, I'm not really gonna say any really materialistic goals, but I guess one materialistic goal is just have like 10 rentals, 15 rentals, continuing to stack, make $500,000 this year, be at 50K a month, and be in a situation where I'm generally helping people out. Because, like I said, I've had those trials and tribulations, and it ultimately comes down to those 3 pillars that I mentioned. But one thing that I wish to do in this moving forward is helping people with the Section 8. And if you're in a situation where you want to start investing in Section 8, but you either don't have the time, you don't have the energy, or you just want to learn from someone that's actually done it, that's been through those trials and tribulations, and you want your first Section 8 rental within 60 to 90 days, guaranteed to get your full money back, just shoot me a DM. I'll click the link down below. We have a full guide on it. Or you can just DM me the S8 directly, and then I'll see if I can help you out. But that's been my journey so far. There's a lot of things I've kind of like left out that are like, you know, some personal shit, but it's been a wild ride, and I'm grateful for every single moment of it. And I think this fucking cool thing is about to start turning up, so I gotta dip out of here. But I appreciate you watching. Expect more content soon.